too, possibly transportation, which would be a shared service with Sarnia to some degree, possibly. So you may see recommendations coming back from economic development in this area. We'll do that in staff sense.
I think the discussion on it would need to be what services we're considering shared.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of services out there that you can use for various things. So until we actually know what the services would be, maybe this is another Thursday discussion in an afternoon. I don't know. But until we know what the services that would be that are shared, there's not really much we can discuss about it.
I'm going to suggest that this could be under economic development because it's something your committee might want to discuss in terms of partnerships because Councilor Scott's point, what services are available and willing to be shared and what do we need to be shared. So I think that's, I don't know if that's a council discussion or economic development. Maybe discussion that comes to council.
Yes, I think it will be discussed more in economic development. So let's refer that to economic development during the time. Well, you know, yes, mover, second, Councilor Scott. Good. That will be referred to economic development. And the 2010 municipal study from BMA management consultant will be submitted during the strategic plan discussion for review.
We continue to participate in those studies and we can bring the information forward at the council level to review it. I don't know how it's going to be the processes. It's just a good comparison of where we're at compared to other municipalities. Are we now sending all full information? The first one that we got that first year, we didn't have it all completed because of the different financial things that we were going through. So we now complete that fully. So maybe we need to look at a fully completed one and see if there is a place whether we can use it for reference or whether we just, give it to somewhere else. You can really look at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with both of these. I think it is an ongoing discussion and a report that we're part of, and that it should be used as a reference to it. I think it should be used as a reference to economic development, strategic planning, all of them, because what it is a snapshot at any given time, comparative to other municipalities, gives you an idea when you're going down the road and looking at something that, gee, somebody else tried that or didn't, and what the results were. So it's an ongoing tool, and I think in 3 years.
Yes.
It is ongoing tool.
Can I just ask if you're able to hear us okay? Sometimes. Any specific suggestions? I'm sorry, I'm going to ask because that's so one. Any specific suggestions on how we can improve? Volume up still? And you want us to project more too, right? That was speak to that for a minute. Okay. Very good. And the 2012 will be out very soon, Lois?
I think 2012 is based on 2011 data.
Oh, I see.
So they're basically a year behind on the information.
Staff, taking care of that. That staff be authorized to submit an application for permission to dredge the gravel ridge at that portion of the cut channel near the Old Saco River Channel, and that Hamilton Shores advance the funds for this work, and that a user pay policy for regular maintenance of the river funded by the residents be developed during the strategic plan discussions. Councilor McGuire.
I believe we're looking at this right now.
Okay. Is that what you're going to say?
Not in fact, the agency is looking at how we're going to handle river and, where we'll need to put permits and stuff in. So there may be the ability to have permits on an ongoing basis, but just new information coming forward. So it depends where we go with it.
Do you have any other comments on that, Brent, with regards to
No, I would say that the council is articulated how the department committee will be looking at this, and the ice management will probably be coming forward to council in the next couple meetings or so, and it can be developed at that time.
Very good. Brent?
Do you need a motion on that to
eliminate now, or to just refer to our committee?
it has been referred to our
Okay. already has been referred to, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so let's just articulate it's already been referred to.
That's thank you, Councilor McGuire, Councilor Scott. That the final report from Monty Brown, planning consultants on the Grand Bend Beach Research and Consultation and Initiative be received and referred to the strategic plan discussions. Councilor Von Steele.
Done.
Done. Is there anything else we should be doing on that? Content? Councilor Russell?
Yeah, if you go forward to page 220, and can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. On 220, you've got the one about draft 10-year recreation and capital plan, minimum medium priorities. It's used for discussion. I think we should refer to that priority because it underlies that priority to begin with. So if there's going to be something to refer to, it's that one right there. We haven't got that one.
Okay, so you have a motion?
I will make that motion.
Councilor Von Steele, is something else?
Just add that this is a dynamic document. This is not a, this is going to continue to go, and we may get it revised 10 years down the road if the demographics of the municipality change, but it's a dynamic document. It's much like the landscape one, and just keeps going with time and making new the roads need analysis is another one. So we just have to keep making sure that whatever discussions we have around rec and leisure, that's a reference.
So after we're completed the strategic planning process, perhaps we can take an afternoon and just work through that type of documents. We have two, right, that recreational documents that we should just review again and make sure that we're making progress on the plan. Does that make sense? Councilor Russell, you're shaking your head.
No, I'm not shaking it. I'm sorry. I was thinking. I apologize. I will make a comment.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor. I think Councilor makes a very valid point about it's a dynamic document. There's never a time the strategic plan is done except when it's published as a review process at the end of 5 years because it's always ongoing and dynamic. An official plan has a sort of done date under the Planning Act. The strategic plan is an internal corporate document. Am I correct about that? We have no legislative requirement to do a strategic plan whereby we have legislative requirements. So I think the dynamic nature of it is correct. It's more incumbent on us to be reviewing this regularly every month or 3 months than it is to be anything else. And that's what makes it dynamic. That's why it was.
So are we referring it to this section, as you suggest, recreational section of the strategic plan, but also just to staff to bring it back to us at some point for discussion in the future as you see fit? Time-wise. Yeah. Yes, Councilor.
I'll disagree vehemently on that. That's the problem we have. This is for council. This is strategic plan for council to lead. You use processes to do it, but for staff to continue to do it, it begs for forgiveness and continually, like why? Staff have so many things to do that they're doing on an ongoing daily basis to respond to us changing our mind every 2 weeks or whatever we do. But I think in the strategic planning sense, to be sending it that way with the appropriate resources, we should be part of this as an ongoing basis to do that.
I think you misunderstood what I said. What I'm basically saying is that I just want them to bring it back to us as a reminder. None of us are bringing it to them for them to take care of it, but at some point in the future, because when we have the time on a Thursday afternoon to address these documents again as a reminder, or you expect us to do that?
Strategic planning thing we should have is that reminders will happen every week. The strategic would mean that they would be reminded continually to have strategic planning meetings.
Councilor Monson.
I guess, yeah, I would have to say, I think it's incumbent upon us. I think all these documents that we have that are database and consultant based, those are tools for us to use to implement the policies and the vision that we have set for this term of office. So I think we have to hold it, and we have to, if we have an idea that I know Councilor Underwood has used it very well, it would be a nice park.